through we call the digital driven and AI driven to make a change. And so this is like the journey of myself about using Lean for 20 years and a true believer of the Lean practitioner, but then how to use digital driven in the operation improvement area. So, but today, actually, introduction I only shared once before. It's really about AI. It's not much about Lean, but just let's have some sharing. And to talk about trend and uh, I don't know how you feel about it, but actually, this is like the totally revolutionary era about the change of the workforce, how people going to work, the embracing with the digital for everyone's life. So it's talk about 10 AI trend. Most about is like doing the model and especially bring your own AI is about apps everywhere, so you can write application very easily. You can create your own content as a general public instead of only by coders. And also, especially for a lot of personalizations stuff, like your secretary and all of the work around you or around most people, and especially by large language model, knowledge model can be replaced. So the conversation AI, like the customer services, like someone order your tickets, order or book your meeting, that's all can by digital or robotic instead of another human or self. So the whole thing is talk about efficiency. So because in Lean we talk about efficiency, but in AI we also talk about efficiency. But the point is who is going to do the work, right? And we got to talk about DeepSeek. I don't know how you feel about go all over the world. And why DeepSeek is important? Because it's open source. You can download it everywhere. Probably is the fastest downloading in the whole worldwide since then. We talk about is around like a half percentage of global downloading is DeepSeek, and it talk about like you get 15 million users only for less than 3 weeks, and it means everyone can use it. And the reason this is actually this page is from this June, but large language model world is updating or improve themselves every single day and a week. Recently, they are publishing around like a 7 billion size of the model, which is only 10% of the original model, like 1% of the integrated model. So it's much, much smaller. And then you can use much less calculation power to run it. And we still keep 90 to 95% of correction efficiency. That means it's going to be like a 10, no, 90% cheaper about the calculation power you are going to use. So we talk about how cheap it is, then how smart it is. It definitely now most large language model are smarter than single human being, and like you have like a PhD degree expert around you. How you approach them it depends on how you can ask correct questions. But the point is, all of these professional tests, you can tell is there is no challenge for the knowledge part. Uh, think about Lean. We use Lean about learning, about transfer of knowledge from one generation to the next, and to do improvement. But now probably AI can hold an integrated knowledge base when anyone can ask for it. So how you're going to do the improvement? Which part of done by AI? We can think about it. So over here, especially we spend years to summarize all of the default or single point lesson, which is happening on the like a product line or all of those, like we said Gamba. It's still happening, but the way you approach why it's wrong or what's going on there, the knowledge you're going to record and also the knowledge you're going to download, probably it's going to be changed a lot over here, actually, because AI knows much more or much more comprehensive than you. The point is how human being to bring the shop floor happening into the model and let's talk about the workforce. In Lean, we always say this is about capability improvement. On the other side, we also talk about if we make it more efficient, will we reduce human resource or to reduce the cost of HR? Um, think about the trend. We before talk about software, which is it's I think it's a 10 trillion market force. But if we talk about the job force, which is a 50 trillion, and if we only replace them by 20%, that's I'm sorry, it's a 1 trillion before for software, but it's a 50 trillion for the human capital job market. But to just replace 20% of a job force, we talk about uh, like a 10 trillion size. So actually, you love it or not, this is going to be the whole global revolution and to change the workforce, the structure, and all of the labor market. Um, uh, being or to say this is like the next wave. I think this next picture we have. Let's do next one first. Oh, okay. Anyway, so this is talk about this wave is more like back to 1995. We probably all experienced the Windows 95 and the internet and the online get all of those the change totally changes the information how it passes through. Now we are going to change how people are going to work efficiently, and the knowledge pass through and behavior even pass through. And to talk about the foundation, actually, the chips is definitely by NVIDIA, by Jensen Huang and AMD, which is already occupied. There's not much change of the shape of the trend. But for large language model as a base model, like in China, probably it's Qianwen, DeepSeek. In US, it's OpenAI, Anthropic. Who else? Meta and Google Gemini. And actually, China got a few, 5 or 6. But the point is, in China, many of them are open source. So this war is going to be very interesting. So in China, it's really leading the download or use of the language model because that's like an open resource which is really, really cheap and accessible. Um, so what's going to be the next level? This is very exciting news, or definitely thrilling news, as most large language models transform very quickly and they're really smart. So it can create more and more applications and usage case more efficiently, which we talk about times of improvement of experience. And many more applications will just come. Talk about the services, that's definitely next trend to go. But it will be done by who really know where to use it and the theme, how to make it more efficient. So the point is, uh, this is because we have a much quick improving large language models can be used, then more applications can be tons of the outcomes to come out, then this is definitely going to be flourishing on the area. So for sorry, there got some Chinese over here, but I just quickly read it. It's about building each company's we call the small models. So it's your own theme, your own data with deep learning. So the point is use AI agent to create a lot of automated process and to fulfill your particular needs, which is critical. And the challenge is about how to make it secure or how to keep the secret. The model become much smaller in the past few months. So the local installed base with even the local server it can be useful. So this really it's like before it was from the cloud. Now it's like a really become down to earth, can be very much accessible by the local. Think about the shop floor and the workshop, and you can put it like each one desktop over there with large language model installed, and actually is a separated data environment. You just can access your own stuff and then to create your own like a AI agent. So this is going to drive the change at the most time. Probably with all of robotic stuff will be smaller because that need more operation. But with the knowledge in the brain, it's just probably can be done in next 3 to 6 months. At the most, 12 months, probably everywhere workshop can be have a local access data model, large language model. So we talk about production, like a word to apply, like a small city, small office, smart city, smart office, smart factory, smart car, etc. And for lean, we probably really talk about smart factory and also about all of business process over here and another thing we have to be aware is things become connected even more. Before is information or data connected. Now is knowledge and model connected. So how to reserve your knowledge model into the system and keep your competition advantage and need to be into consideration. So let's talk about. Oh, I was looking for this page actually. So it's here. So it's like from a desktop internet to the cell phone mobile internet and to now like a personal intelligent services. So this is like the third wave uh, to drive the change, talk about the here's Chinese. You can but you can read the symbol, right? Agriculture and industry and also the information technology. So that's how the digital transformation gradually transformed. So because we start from a land and agriculture, and then we have the industry era in the past of 150 years. It's really talk about technology or skill, but in digital part, it's about data, it's about calculation power, it's about modeling, and this is the transformation how the world is shaping. But then from an industrial economy to digital economy, they need to bring the bridge over there. So think about the car. We all learn from it's Toyota, right? And we believe Toyota is like in industrial era, it's our role model. We learn from it, and but now we definitely can see Tesla. Tesla actually learned how to build a car from Toyota originally. Say they bought Numi their plant in California. Actually, it was from Toyota, and they keep the field engineer from Toyota. But now, if we see what's going on here, so in the traditional world, Toyota is still the biggest valuable company in the car industry. But if you see Tesla, wow, it's like the 10 most valuable companies, the value together equal to Tesla's value. But why it's worth it so much from the valuation of this company? Actually, 60% is from their data and software and modeling. And we just say they released FSD. this summer, and they just released a total ultimate like a robot taxi, uh, just a few weeks ago, and will be definitely on the road next spring. It's just totally changing. It's really not about the mechanical part and the human being driving the car. It's become a robots itself driving the car. And they talk about actually Tesla's automation FSD driving. It's 60%, 60 times more safe, safe. It's a safer, 60 times safer than human being drive. So this change, I think, is like a really thrilling or scaring, and people from the original mechanical manufacturing world really need to think how to embrace the physical to AI. So we talk about the physical and the AI. And to talk about the characteristics of like a traditional company, and we do a lot of strategic planning. I worked for McKinsey for many years, and that was one of my job, right? The strategic planning, and we do a lot of long-term strategy, and we have a control tower, and we talk about talent processing of all people development, and we definitely talk about like alignment of the different supply chains and among different workers, and really talk about physical assets that kind of much how we create value, our cost and our price, and what's the profit left over, and all of those actually it's really how to say constructive. It let us feel safer. It's kind of under we call it control mode. But in the digital world, this probably going to change or not. It's going to be more evolutionary, but very fast change and much less control over there. And also, it's much more digital value instead of a physical value. It's going to apply to the company's assets. To think about this, this is going to be a huge change. Okay, this is about the dilemma. Sorry, it's Chinese, but anyway, it's like the first one is prediction is not correct. So why is execution instead of exploring? And second is about different business models and are kind of separated, and it's not a customer centric, and the process is all top down. So the point is like the summary over here is not agile. We in Lean we always talk about agile. We always talk about Lean, talk about the customer centric and pull by customer. But still, we are more making physical product to satisfy customer. But in digital world, can we get even more fragile and more sacralized to access everyone's personal preference and to use the data to access it? So we talk about the industrial age versus digital age. On the left, we talk about the product centric, right? And definitely competition and cost oriented. But in digital age, we really talk about more real time driven, and connections is very important. Collaboration is important. And outcome first means the result, to instead of only the cost, and probably it's going to be more personalized, and the customer will even join you to create their own stuff because they also can apply AI, right? Whether they can join you or not, and it's part of it. So we talk about transformation. So that's the most key, how to say, part over here, and we have to think about this is also huge behavior and business transformations, not only technology. So here are a few lists over here. Well, I would like to say actually this is like about first use AI to improve efficiency. We know about that, optimizing process, and third one is important. It's about innovation business model. Can you expand the revenue? Like FSD, it's on Tesla's the new strategy. They will say they will have a 1 million annual how to say the annual users for paid FSD. So that's definitely the different income category, right? So this annual renewal, every year people will pay for Tesla for their automotive driving, right? So all over here we talk about even further is about optimize the decision making, improving customer experience, provide personal services and to all of the individual needs and also to make the world even easily to see the brand economy. If we don't, if we hide the digital, if we see still read this number 1 to 10, um, if we think about lean, that's the same goal. Like when we use lean, we also want a customer centric, reduce cost, improve efficiency, better decision making model, or collaboration, and to really get a sustainable development. So the digital and the lean actually is for the same purpose. It's not separated. But by different approach method. So can we use, the lean methodology to do data-driven, how to say, to we talk about digitalization, and the digital transformation. This is different. Digitization is when we record, we put the information digital, and digitalization is a process digital, and the digital transformation is really about the business model change. So this is how the digital going to apply, which is also like quite linked to lean. It's a quality inspection, knowledge sharing, equipment maintenance, and processing optimization and customer service. So if you put all of our lean tool on the left and the digital tool on the right, that's not only the goal of both, and but also the area to apply. It's also convergent. So I think for lean practitioner, we are quite, I think we shall be the entrepreneur and all of the flag waver to make AI, make digital into our category, how to make a TQM, how to make a TPM. Before it's by traditional method, it's by sensei from a Fontian style, but now probably need to update as a Tesla style. Actually, this is from my uh, how to say, just one single word. This is a very comprehensive interface about um, steel making, uh, blast furnace coal gas transformation, how it's going to use. But the point is about decision making. It's automatically captured by the model and to put abnormality to the central control office to tell how to change instead of by uh, the how to say the expert knowledge of their judgment. So this judgment and recommendation is automatically done by AI instead of by human being. That's the change. This is a very comprehensive dynamic model, which is my company doing for the past 10 years. But the point is the data over here need to be transformed. This is from the commercial. I don't do much commercial, but I can share. Also, you probably have a feeling it's probably there is no secret for any person anymore. And your internet, your agent know you very well and know your flavor, your preference. And all of the companies, especially for 2C companies to serve the model, they want to see what's exactly you as an individual, what you are looking for, what you like, and keep pushing the stuff you are interested in. And uh, there's no way go back. I'm trying to say is for company who wanna make a brand easier to be seen, and you have to deal with AI probably even in daily basis now. That's also about the pull or pulling of the information. So the push, the point is this is a uh, existing company. It's really talking about the revenue and to push product to people. But for AI age, it's very much personalized. And it's really about what I want and I search what's available. And the company also need to serve this trend. So it become a more how to say flexible and then this is absolutely linear because through AI you have more granular information of each individual needs. But the point is how your production level can fit into these needs, can satisfy everyone's needs, and also to make enough benefit, not get hurt by the personalization. So it means it still can be profitable. This need to be to see the trend over there. And oh, this is sorry, this is not Chinese, but just explain to everyone. On the left is the traditional supply chain. So you have a production company, you have a channel company, you have a retail company, you have users. But in the coming era, with AI everywhere, with the channel everywhere, it's really intermingled together. It's maybe cohort based. It's probably everyone's more connected, more flexible, and there's no really like a clear line between retailer, wholesaler, production company, and also the agent. So, AI agent maybe wanna buy yourself directly from the company, and that means that the whole supply chain going to get a change. We see that change. That's actually this one is now the strange. We see the internet coming, and then the traditional dealer shop, traditional bookshop, disappear a lot. Now it's like supply chain is going to be really also change as this way. Before there's still just information uh gets through the internet. Now it's activity action done by AI. That's something we need to think about it. And the last few pages, what's the blockers over there? Actually, is about the change, the revolution of the technology. It's about the times of upgrading each week, each month. That's really like explosionary. But the organization change and the capability improvement or the capability transformation for the company, for the organization, it's really slow. It's always the linear because human being, when we learn, we really do linear step. And if you want a whole org move, actually that's even small, like a slower. So the change of outside is always exceed the inside. That's the challenge over there. Exponential change of technology of linear development of organization. And so uh, let's see. Yeah, is this about just lack of alignment, lack of talent, lack of a matrix, and lacking of infrastructure, and definitely the culture and the partnership, the way of doing those totally change. But I think it's important. It's very interesting to talk with lean practitioners with AI because before we are lonely soldiers. So most people stay stable. They enjoy stable. Lean people, lean practitioner really love improvement, love change. But now AI come and I drive all of changes. We align with AI. We use AI to change other people or ourselves will be changed or not. This is the way. So the future about how organize with like a AI-oriented organization is the like the KPI done by AI driven or the order by AI. It's human being ask AI or robots to work or the last one is very interesting. It's called this is a neural network. So company need to become a neural network to improve it. So it's a human intelligence plus artificial intelligence. All of the future company need to be changed this way. And to apply AI, it's definitely small with small stuff, and then to make the whole module transformed, and even just create new functions and to quickly transform. Uh, yeah, result as a service. That's more involved with the digital tools. Before, we always push people once they learn how to use the software and the people don't like it. But now the large language model is a prompt engineering and asked by language and mouse. So that isn't going to bring you the result. So this is how it's going to transform over here. Then for the lean design, I think this is definitely important for all of lean design and how knowledge approach the stuff. And this is like from the summer and the Amazon is really telling about their the layoff, which is not the happy news for human beings. It's really about um, the workers over there are going to be reduced. Anyway, this is a big trend. And in lean world, we always make more efficient. We try to keep our experienced workers as a company assets and make them as a sensei to develop the next generation. Uh, but now AI comes, AI become a AI master. And shall we still keep our human master? That's also the thing to talk. And this is from World Economic Forum. I talk about key skills for the next 10 years. It's called like AI and big data, analytical thinking, creative thinking, resilience, flexibility and agility, technological literacy, leadership or social influence, curiosity and keep learning, system thinking, talent management, motivation, self-awards. If I don't tell you this is for talk about AI, we just probably six or seven of them are lean driven as well, like a creative thinking, system thinking, talent management, right? And curiosity and keep improvement. So I think this is really explosive technology at this moment. And for lean thinkers, we shall be the very advanced practitioners for all new technology because we really can do it. And I hope this sharing going to bring some like a new angle to view it and to view AI, to think about the AI, which is quite aligned with Lean scope, which is more about efficiency game. Lean talk about efficiency all over the decades, but the AI is talk about efficiency as well. And I hope you um, get the message. I'm really began to do a large language model in my own company and to apply it into the system we are doing at this moment. Um, but I think all of my clients need to change as well, and which is you love it or not, FSD is there. You don't need to drive the car, and one day you probably even don't need to make a manufacturing by the human being. And what shall we do now as lean thinking, the lean thinker and master? Okay, happy to connect and happy to hear from you guys. And probably this is a new area to discuss further. And hope you enjoy the sharing. Thanks. Yeah.